protecting his box, looking for any way to get out of this situation. His opponent will be able to then just jump into his box with the phase trick. I'll be able to hit my shot, and he's dead now, just like that. Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Drew Plays here. Now for this video, instead of a montage like I normally do, I will be doing a VOD review. In this game, I am winning a Division 6 arena game. Also, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like is always appreciated, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future from me, consider subscribing. Also, one last thing before we get right into this game. If we can hit 5 likes on this video, I'll do a daily upload for 1 week straight. Now jumping straight into the action, here we go. Now for my solo drop spot in arena, I like to land at the lighthouse. Mainly because it's uncontested all the time and you get maximum mats pretty easily there. Now there isn't much loot, but I can work without the best loot. So as we're dropping in, you can see that I'm trying to get as low as possible. Usually not contested, they're usually just people that land pleasant. But as you can see, we're dropping in, and we like to land right on the top of the house, as there is a chest spawn right in the house. So we're gonna just land there and break into the top. We'll get a blue shotgun right off the bat, and minis. So now we're already on 150 with a blue tack, before most people even have a gun. So now if we break down into this building, go through the bathroom, we'll actually find some grenades, which can be actually very handy in the end game. But there's another chest right here, and that'll give us a green AR and more minis. And if we drop down one more time onto the bottom floor, we'll get one more chest. We'll grab a couple mats, see what's in the chest, another green AR and minis. We now have an SMG, so it's good for us, and we've found full shield now, as we've just found that big pot. So as we're using the shield, you can see there's 70 people left. You can see on the mini map in the bottom right that there is actually someone right across the water. So we have to be mindful of that. Main thing that I notice in my arena games is that it's very easy to get third-partied if you fight early game. Because so much of early game is all RNG, because you never know what you're going to get out of chests. You never know what floor loot's going to spawn. So that's why having a good drop spot and a consistent loot path is always key to winning. So one tip for actually looting this place quickly is breaking down the lighthouse, as it's actually quicker than just running all the way back up and then all the way back down. But yeah, so we're just gonna break down this lighthouse, and then we're just gonna farm up some mats and see what we get. So as this lighthouse is breaking, we're just gonna farm a little bit. And we actually get lucky. We get a purple AR out of the lighthouse. We also get a sniper rifle. Yeah, there's that person across the water we were talking about a little bit earlier. Doesn't look like we can quite get any shots on him, but that's fine for now. I'll pick up the extra big pots and ammo, and then we're just gonna farm some materials and then probably just get on out of here. One of the most important parts about farming in arena is that you have to do it without breaking objects, because if you can break them, then that means that anybody near can see that you're there, because they'll be able to see that you've broken an object. So you have to always be careful. Still not quite any angles on that person over on the other side of the water yet. Which is fine, as we're not going for high kill games. So we're just going to farm up a little bit more, and then we're just going to rotate. On the mini map on the bottom right, you can see that the zone's probably going to be pretty far, because it's not close. Now there's still 30 seconds before the first zone starts to close. 55 left now. Still no angles on that other person. So now that we're at max materials, we're just gonna swim all the way over to that whirlpool and then get out of here. We're gonna rotate on out. A tip for swimming when you're rotating is that many people are going to use the water to rotate. Whirlpools, just swimming down the rivers, it's very easy for players to get attracted to that and swim or use whirlpools for rotation. And it looks like this game we're actually not going to use the whirlpool. I'm doing the voiceover after I've done the recording for this gameplay. We're actually not using the whirlpool for this game. Interesting. I usually use that whirlpool that's way over there, off in the distance. So, it's like we're just gonna pull up onto this house, see if there's any leftover loot. Oh, what's that in the water? Oh, we found ourselves a gold sniper rifle. Upgrade to our current. So that's very good. We have a gold sniper. So, you can easily look at for any shots. Looking for anyone on the rotate. But like I was saying before, if you see someone while you're swimming in the water, don't jump while you're swimming, because it's going to be much harder to see you and hear you. So, as we're swimming in now, we're almost in Salty Springs, which means that we're probably almost in zone. If we're in zone, we'll probably just set up in a box, or we'll hide in a bush, as placement points is really the main strategy in Arena, because getting top 25 is actually equal to 3 kills, which is a lot, because since I'm almost never contested at the lighthouse, 3 kills would be a lot. So, we're just touching down onto land now. Still not many players left in this game. This is a pretty dead game, if I say. Only 40 left and the first zone's closing. We actually have a player right here. Looks like he's just gonna box up and let us go. There are marauders here in Salty Springs. We don't want to fight those. You never want to fight marauders unless you're looking for stinks. Marauders try and snipe at me, but not hitting their shot. So, as you can see in the mini-map, there's someone in the top right fighting what could I only assume to be the marauders. That's what the gunshots are, I'm assuming. So, yeah, looks like we're going to set up on edge of circle in a bush. You can see there's that player from before that boxed up in wood. You can hear the marauders getting a little bit closer. And we're just going to let this real player rotate on by. We don't care so much about him. The marauders are probably our biggest threat right now, as I don't know if they can see you through bushes, or if that other player that was in Salty got them, but that's probably our biggest threat right now. And there's actually a fight breaking out. Go for the snipe, but can't hit that. And that will finish off the fight. Still 35 left as the first zone's closing. So a little bit of a dead game here. But that's fine, because we like our easy placement. And it's an aura. So we're just letting the aura. Oh, and the aura is actually going to get into another fight here. And let's see. That sniper shot must have just been off. Second zone has now revealed itself. We're still in the bush. Looks like we're just setting up, trying to find the next spot. As you can see, we're actually running right towards a player right now on the mini-map. There's someone that's right next to us. We'll find a slurp fish. We'll drop that for the extra big pot. These bushes are very good for hiding yourself. Like, unless there's a player above you, they're not going to be able to see you in the bush. But you can see outside if you're pressing L down, L2. So we're just going to use the water here by the authority to get to zone. 30 left, and the second zone's going to close here in 1 minute. So as we're rotating on in, we don't see any players. But there are definitely players down the river in front of us. Like you can see on the mini-map, there are players by the river. So we're now in zone. I'm not quite sure what we do next. You can see there's actually a player right in front of us. Are we going to take a pop shot at him, or are we just going to let him rotate? I think we're just going to let him rotate on in. Yeah, he's well gone now. And we actually have a player up behind us. He'll get the first shots in. He's going to nearly box us, but we'll take height from him. We're going to box up. He takes back height. We're going to use our one slurp fish. Tries to take our wall. We'll hold it well. We're going to sit there with his charge. Charge shotgun is very effective. Me personally, though, I'm definitely in favor of the attack, though, just because I don't like the delay on the charge. He's actually going to get third party now. And here he gets cracked above us. Trying to get any angles on the third parties. I don't see any angles on the third parties, so looks like we're just going to go back into our cone. And I'll look out, gather information. 28 left. Remember, you still really want that top 25. Because if you can get top 25 consistently every single game, you'll be in Champion League in no time. Get a couple kills every game plus top 25, you'll be Champion Division in no time. So this player's not sure what he's doing. He's either healing or he's sitting in his box. We're just gonna build a couple boxes just to give ourselves room to work with. So we have just gotten our top 25. Protecting his box, looking for any way to get out of this situation. His opponent will be able to then just jump into his box with the phase trick. I'll be able to hit my shots, and he is dead now, just like that. One very important thing to do is, after you secure a box fight kill, is that you need to build out a couple boxes, just to give yourself room to work with and protect yourself from third parties. But you can see I'm mostly safe from the third parties now. I'm good on health. I have good shield. I have good mat still. And this player, now knowing that, is just going to back off a little bit. I'm going to take a couple shots at me. I'm just going to hold my walls. Just try and annoy me. That's what his sole purpose is right now. He's actually going to attack me up a couple times. But we have minis to repair our health. So, as we're shielding, we gotta take note of where we are on the map. There's still 20 people left. We're gonna get back to full health here. We need to rotate here in a second. We need to go up the mountain. We're gonna drop our rocket here for a second just to see how many rockets we got in there. We're gonna pick up our sniper rifle again. We're gonna pick back up our minis and mats, and then we're probably just gonna rotate on out. Ooh, we actually get body shot snipe from awning rifle. I don't know where that came from. I mean, that came from behind us, but I don't know where. But from behind us. Might have been this player right here. We're just gonna have to let him rotate on by after we use our minis. So, he's not gonna bother us. We're both just trying to rotate. Play for endgame. 20 players left now. Second zone's about to start. Or third zone's about to start closing. One important thing while you're on rotation, it's a tip, like, while you're rotating, is to always stay on high ground. If you can find a way to stay on high ground while rotating, find any natural high ground like hills, mountains, especially the mountains in the southeast. If you land by like Camp Cod or Retail or Caddy Corner even, that's a great spot to use the mountains for rotation. So we're just going to box up now that we've gotten in the zone. If you're boxing in arena, make sure to always box up on materials. That way you can replenish them a little bit. Notice how I actually made a mistake there. I'm using a metal box, but I boxed up on brick. So that doesn't really help me. I should have either used brick to make this box, or I should have waited until I got into lazy to use my metal, because there's actually a lot of metal in Lazy Lake. So there's 13 left. Third zone's closing right now. Looks like there's a player right in front of us. We're just gathering information by peeking out the cone. Now we're just gonna miss the sniper shot. There's a player rotating here, right here. We're gonna hit him twice. We're gonna hit him 50 damage with our Scar. So he's just boxed up. He's probably using a big pot if he has one. Fourth zone has just revealed itself, so we're gonna have to go on the rotate. We're still gathering information, like what that player that we did there is doing. Pretty sure he's just waiting for us to go. Player up on the mountain trying to snipe at us, but he won't connect. 50 seconds now until fourth zone starts to come in. So we're using natural cover. As you see right there, we're behind those trees. We'll find a little bit more loot right here. Just extra minis. And another big pot, actually. That's huge. Finding shields late game is huge, because usually what you'll have to do is you'll have to get kills for Siphon. Also, a little exploit or glitch going around that's happening right now is if your weapon isn't loaded, like say you shoot your AR and it's all out of bullets, if you drop it and then pick it back up, it will actually reload itself automatically. And wow, look at this loot that we've just stumbled upon. I have no idea what happened here, but there is a ton of loot right here. We'll get rockets for days. And look at all that map that's right there. A little bit of lag on the replay system. It's out of my control. So, now that we're on edge of zone, I think that we're just gonna box up and look for any potential players on the rotate. Couldn't actually get into the cone the first time. I'm gonna try again for the cone jump, and yes, able to pull it off the second time. 11 left now. Fourth zone is closing. 20 seconds left before the half and half zone reveals itself. We've just now entered the top 10. Still only one kill, so you know that I'm not the most aggressive player. But it's fine because we get easy placements. So half and half has just revealed itself, and we're nearly in it. So we're just gonna move over a couple boxes. A little bit of lag on the replay system. So we actually have a player gliding in now. We're gonna attack him twice. So 50 damage done to that player right there. There's a fight happening to our left. We're looking for any angle on those players right there, trying to potentially third party, but there's nothing to be done there. 8 players remaining, 40 seconds until the half and half starts to close. Just looking for any players on the rotate. Actually, I have a player right here on top of this building. Looks like he's trying to attack the player that we already shot a couple times out of the air. We'll miss the sniper shot, but that's okay, as he's now fully based up in metal. So, a little bit of lag on the replay system. Again, apologies for that. Still 8 left. We got a player right here on the rotate. Nothing to do there. There's still someone on top of this building in Lazy Lake. They're gonna have to make a rotate here soon. Half and half now rotating. And we'll actually hit that player from inside the building. 116, but he's gone. He's away from us now. We're just gonna make our box a little bit bigger here. And that was a mistake right there. We definitely shouldn't have taken that sniper shot. We should have AR sprayed him. So, 6th zone has now revealed itself. There's still 7 players remaining. We're gonna have to move here. And is that a player right there? Yeah, it is. So, nah, he sees us now. So, 7 players left. We're in the endgame situation. We have a player right there with the shockwave launcher. He actually gets cracked right there. And now we're gonna have to start our rotation. Player right here in front of us. We're gonna miss our snipe. Here, players all around us now. This player probably on high ground. So we're just gonna use the river here to rotate. We'll actually have a player gliding right in front of us, so we're just gonna box out. Stop him from rotating potentially right in front of us. We're just gonna hold our walls after he sprays at us. 6 players remaining now. We're just gonna use a little box fight technique that I know. Place the ramp behind you while you're running, and we'll actually shoot you on high ground. So we're gonna take height here. High ground and RPG. We still have plenty of mats, even though you can't see it on the replay system. 3 players left. 3 players left now. I have high ground, mats, and an RPG. Looking for any damage I can do to any of the players on the rotate. Player didn't fully box himself, and that's a mistake. And 20 white with the shotgun after hitting him with the RPG. That other player will finish him off. So we're on high ground now. Oh, and this player's actually gonna shoot us out. Oh no. No, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate timing that it lagged like that. But you guys can see that we've gotten the victory royale for today. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace. Tell me pretty lies.